The Red and Greens begin their walk down the comeback trail after a 5-game unbeaten league run came to an end last week. This afternoon, Carl Nolan's side arrive at Sergeant's Lawn, scene of a dramatic comeback victory last year, but a rejuvenated Rothwell won't be willing to roll over for United. Catch the best of the action here on CUTV with Liam Cook. Coventry United are forced into a formation change after two key members of the back line were ruled out of today's game. Jared Clamp misses out due to a groin injury, while Ed El Hagani begins a 2-match suspension. Riley DeVoyle drops back into a three-man back line alongside Jake Williams, who returns to the starting 11. Joseph Agambiade leads the attack after recovering from a knee injury. Joe Blowers, who re-signed from Gresley this week, starts in midfield. Rothwell's season has taken a major upturn as of late. 2 wins from their last 3 league encounters. Very nearly became 3 in the last 4 last week before a win at high-flying Marchtown was cruelly snatched away as the game was abandoned in added time. Lamin Jammeh and Dodzi Agambenu both started that game and both scored too. They retain their places up top. Liam Kendall and Jude Rodwell are drafted into midfield with forward Jakob Toff, the final of the home side's 3 changes. Welcome one and all to this edition of Coventry United TV, live from Sergeant's Lawn, Rothwell. It is nearly kick-off time with Coventry United in all green, their away kit this afternoon, and Rothwell in red shirts with black stripes, along with red shorts and red socks. Let's get to the starting lineups, kicking off with our hosts of Rothwell Corinthians. Starting for the Corinthians today, number 1, Jude O'Connor. 2, Aaron Lingley. 3, Owen Wells. Number 4, Liam Kendall. 5, Jordan Henson. 6, Brady Stratford. Number 7, Ty Williams. 8, Jude Rodwell. Number 9, Lamin Jammeh. Number 10, Dodzi Agbenu. And number 11, Jakob Toff. On the bench for Rothwell as well, Paul Johnston. 14, Tom McLaren. 15, Alfie Frayne. And for Coventry United, number 1, James Bayon. 2, Sean Wills. 3, Harry Chesterton. Number 4, the captain, Riley DeVoyle. Number 5, Adam Miles. 6, Jake Williams. 7, Jared Bradshaw. Number 8, Mitch Mollison. Number 9, Joseph Agambiade. Number 10, Kyle Carey. And number 13, I should say, the returning Joe Blowers. Substitutes for Coventry United, number 12, Renato Prifty. 14, David Peblinski. Number 15, Archie Gallagher. 16, Callum Banninger. And number 17, Chris Hayden. We all know what happened last time Coventry United visited Sergeant's Lawn. An 89th minute equaliser, a 92nd minute winner. Let's see if the dramatics are needed again today. Rothwell second from bottom, Coventry United currently in 7th in the table. But it is Rothwell who have the form coming into this game. We are underway at Sergeant's Lawn. Coventry United kicking from left to right as Rothwell goes underway. Immediately out for a throw-in, just shy of the penalty area. And it's Sean Wills playing at right wing back today. Mitch Mollison bobbling across the pitch, tries a crossfield ball. Blocked by the number 7, Ty Williams. But brought to feet by Kyle Carey. Looking for space, Sean Wills down the right-hand side. Dinks it up for Jared Bradshaw, and on the slide it's Owen Wells taking it into touch. Wills with ball in hand, looking for Bradshaw. It's being held from behind, able to get the ball off to Joseph Agambiade. The cross is put in and gathered well at the near post by the captain, Jude O'Connor, between the sticks. O'Connor ushering his players upfield. Not the largest of attendances here at Sergeant's Lawn this afternoon, but they're a passionate bunch here at Rothwell, as are the travelling Red and Green Army. Jammeh. Looking for an option in Jude Rodwell, but blocked up by the Coventry United back line. Rodwell's got it back. Lofted into the penalty area with Jammeh making the run. But Sean Wills lofts it up the right-hand side. Cushion the header towards Agbenu. Shields from Mitch Mollison. Now to Wells. Jammeh. Over a route past Sean Wills. Wills lunges in, doesn't get enough of the ball, and Ryder Voyle in from behind, gets a piece of the man, and that would be a free kick to come in from the left-hand side of the box. Real opportunity in just the 3rd minute for Rothwell Corinthians. This free kick from the left. Great crossing opportunity. It's hooked in, and I think it was Jammer who got the head to it. Wills shields it into touch. It took a touch off a Coventry United man on the way through, according to the man in black, and Rothwell will steady himself for the corner kick. Rothwell in. Sees it coming all the way. Doesn't claim it. Locked it up by Wills. Back into the danger zone by Lingley. Swing up the ball, deflected off, I believe it was Jake Williams, and it will be another corner. Rodwell has to go into the shrubbery to find the ball. Where's Alan Titchmarsh when you need him? We want to say a big shout out to Gary Hardick, the Coventry United assistant manager, who's recovering from knee surgery. I hope you're doing well, Gaz. Rodwell for the 3rd time in quick succession, ready with a set piece. It has been Rothwell on top in the opening 4 minutes or so. Can I make it count on the score sheet? Good punch from Bayan. And the referee is given a free kick against, I believe it was against Ty Williams, for encroachment on the goalkeeper. And Coventry will have the free kick in their own backyard. I think Bayan wanted to keep on going. And the referee's assistant has raised a flag on the far side. I believe the ball may have been moving when it was played by Bayan. He played it short to Jake Williams, who's one of 3 centre-backs today, alongside Adam Miles and Captain Ryder Voyle. United short of defenders with the injury to Jared Clamp and suspension to Ed El Hagani. So United having to make do with what they've got today. It's not the ideal situation for Carl Nolan's men, but these are robust players, used to change. Blows lets it roll on for Agambiade. We're going to muscle his way into the penalty area, covered off, but it's brought back to feet by Harry Chesterton. Crossing opportunity, and has he got the corner of it? No, he hasn't. The ball had gone over the line before it touched Liam Kendall. First break from the red and greens, all in green today. United may have got the 3 points at Sergeant's Lawn last season, but at the Butts Park Arena, it was Rothwell who were laughing at the end. A 2-0 victory against a Coventry United team who had lost all of their established stars, and only a couple of these young lads who started that game full of young talent have made the grade, are still here this season. Mollison leaps up to claim the goal kick. Tough, only as far as Bradshaw. Here's Agambiade, returned after that knee injury suffered at God Manchester. Agambiade turns and shoots, deflection, takes a spin off it, and O'Connell will have no problems collecting that. 6 minutes gone here at Sergeant's Lawn. Rothwell Corinthians 0, Coventry United 0. Live on CUTV with Liam Cook. Agbenu's up there, but it's easily won mid-air by Adam Miles. Henson dispossessed man-to-man by Joe Blowers. Sending Kyle Carey on his way down the left-hand side. A slide by O'Connor, which deflected off Carey onto his chest. Thankfully for O'Connor, found a teammate with that deflection. Agbenu looking for Jammer. Slid up the field by Williams. Here's Kyle Carey. Agambiade, the target man for Coventry United. It's down the left. Agambiade collects, covered up by Henson. Wills calling for it on the far side, but Agambiade doesn't get the chance to cross. Off the right-hand side by Toff. Jammer tries to return to Jacob Toff, and it's a Coventry United throw just down the line from the penalty area. Kyle Carey. Bobbles towards Mollison. That probably was an awkward one. United have retrieved it through blowers. Poor pass intercepted. Agambiade blows, wants the return ball, but he's got no space to work with. Wrestling with Kendall, but now Agambiade's got some separation, taken out by Lingley. Taking one for the team there, the Rothwell right back. Agambiade would have been clean through into the penalty area if Lingley didn't act. Now it's Coventry United's turn to tilt the pendulum in their favour. Three green shirts standing over it, now become one as Messrs Bradshaw and Blowers leave Kyle Carey to set it up. Agambiade, the biggest man in the penalty area. Miles has scored plenty of goals though this season. It's towards Jake Williams. It bounces past the far post and out for a goal kick. United are always a danger from set pieces. Goal-scoring centre-backs in Wills. And, well, Wills on right back today, but of course you've got Jake Williams and Adam Miles. Remember to let us know if you're tuned in here on the CUTV YouTube channel. And hit the like button, let us know you're enjoying the coverage. Leave a comment with any message you want read out. Jeff Cruz says, welcome back, Joe Blows. Rob Birdie Crow says, afternoon, Liam, come on, United. And Delina Moore says, good luck, United, from all of us in Spain. Hope it's a win today. It's a ball down the right side for Williams. Beats Chesterton mid-air. Williams beating the right back in mid-air. Good work there from Jake Williams. And the run down the right side by Jamir, curtailed by Smiler, Adam Miles. There goes the throw from Toff, Williams. That's it on for Jamir. Encased in that corner, can he find a route out? He had Williams all over him, and that forces him over the line. Coventry United goal kick. United with a number of key players. As we said earlier, two defenders out in El Hagani, who's suspended for this game and the next one against Rugby. Jared Clamp with a groin injury. Charlie Faulkner still out with that elbow problem. Chris Roscoe also out. So four big names that Coventry United can't call upon today, but hopefully we'll be ready to go around the Christmas period. First game of December. And December usually is a time for thrills and spills and real eye-opener for a lot of teams. In towards Ty Williams and nodded behind for the corner by Devoyle after the cross from Agbenu. Real end-to-end stuff here at Sergeant's Lawn and Rodwell for Rothwell. Towards that far post. Unmanned header by Adam Miles. Oh, that would have gone straight into the bottom corner if it wasn't for a darting dive by James Bayan. Dodzi Agbenu thought he'd given Rothwell the lead in the 10th minute. But Bayan, who had a superb second half last Saturday, looking to carry on where he left off. Rodwell again. And another competent punch from Bayan, and the referee has given a free kick for a wayward arm, I believe, from Lamin Jemmy. Ten minutes gone here on CUTV. Rothwell Corinthians 0, Coventry United 0. It has been Rothwell with the majority of the chances, but Coventry United fingering their way into this game. Bayan looking for Wills at right wing back. Wells gets enough on it, but can only find Mitch Mollison. Forced down from behind into a stumble was Mollison by Lamin Jemmy, who prevents the quick free kick being taken. Devoyle looking for the crossfield ball, only as far as Toff. Chesterton first to the seconds. Blowers. Carey on the left of that front three. He's got Chesterton with him. There's a challenge from behind. Did it take it over the line? Will it be a Coventry United corner? Yes, it will. There's the decision from the referee, a little late. Best of corners from Carey, but he'll get another crack at it. It's diverted out on the slide by the number 5, Jordan Henson. Short one played to Blowers. Not going to make an impact on his return to the Coventry United side. Little drag on the shoulder, referee says no foul. And it's up towards Ty Williams. Jeremy holds up play and allows his teammates to push up. Here's Henson. Now with Liam Kendall. Floats it over the back line, or does he? No, it's onto the head of Miles. Williams spots Bairn off his line and finds the net. Rothwell Corinthians lead in the 13th minute. Unlucky for Coventry United. But it wasn't luck for Ty Williams. He spotted Bairn off his line, floated it over the Coventry United goalkeeper in no man's land. And Ty Williams has given Rodwell a deserved lead. Coventry United, they've got it all to do now. Just like last year, they've fallen behind early on. And just like last year, they're going to win. They're going to have to do it the hard way. There's the throw from Tough. Knocked out by Chesterton for another throw, 15 yards further up. Tough. Brought to feet by Agbenu. Long run of Williams down the right hand side. Muppet, the head of Adam Miles. Here's Jamie. Now the other end is flicked on by Agambiade. Here's Kyle Carey. Return to Agambiade. Bradshaw's free on the right hand side. It's locked it to the right. A bit too far to the right for Bradshaw, but he should get there before he crosses the line, and does. Down line with Sean Wills. Playing a right wing back. In it goes towards Agambiade. Swung up rather than out. And here's Blowers on the edge of the area. Joe Blowers set himself with a strike. Taken out on the slide, but Blowers looking to play it through with Jared Bradshaw, and it's collected by Kendall. Chesterton. Scrapping with the Rothwell number 9 and gets the free kick. Agbenu with a handful of shirt, and Chesterton slapping the ball out of Agbenu's hands. And the number 10 might be a little fortunate to stay out of the book. However, he does call him over. I think it'll be a warning rather than a reprimand. Coventry United will have a free kick coming in from the left-hand side, about 15 yards into enemy lines. Carey. Wills at the far post. So is Adam Miles. The punch by O'Connor takes it to the right-hand side where Sean Wills will collect again. And a free kick as Owen Wells catches the trailing leg of Sean Wills right on the touchline. 5 yards outside the box on the right-hand side. Now it's the Corinths with their backs to the wall. Can United break that wall down? It's in by Wills towards Adam Miles. Up rather than out. Bradshaw's on the line, but it's brought down by O'Connor, who thought about the quick release, but thinks twice. O'Connor towards the left of the park. Devoyle up for it. Gets the better of Williams in that aerial duel. Mollison rolls it left into space for Chesterton, who's been a fantastic addition to the Coventry United side. Along the left to Kyle Carey. A little push from behind by Stratford enough. And he's got the goal kick as well as the clearance is charged down by Kyle Carey. 17 minutes gone at Sergeant's Lawn. Rothwell Corinthians 1, Coventry United 0. Looping effort from Ty Williams. Launched over the goalkeeper. Trying to keep you up to date with the latest goings on in the World Cup as well. And so far in the Netherlands-USA game, Netherlands are winning. Goal from Memphis Depay in the 10th minute. Throw in for Harry Chester. We also are hearing some very sad news about Pele, who apparently has been moved to end-of-life care after he failed to respond to chemotherapy. So we do, of course, send our prayers to the Brazilian legend. De Voyle. Next to the centre circle, it's Mitch Mollison. Looking for the crossfield ball to Carey, cut out by Toff. Launch up towards Williams. Beaten mid-air by Jake Williams. Well, losing out. Indecision between Stratford and Toff. Nearly allowed Carey to sweep in and snatch that ball, but down the right it's with Ty Williams. Chester turned back on the ball for Coventry United. Here's Kyle Carey, the difference maker on that thrilling evening last year at Sergeant's Lawn. Crossfield ball to Sean Wills. And Blowers, his standing leg was brought out there by, hang on, how on earth was the referee giving a free kick against Blowers there? I really don't know. Bemusing decision from the official, but United have got it back anyway, so no harm done. Well, his header only picked out by Wills. Mollison. Now Chesterton, going to skip away from Ty Williams. Carey down line with Mollison again, playing in the anchoring midfield role today. Jake Williams of Coventry United. Up to Bradshaw. Good strong header by Henson. Now it's with Rothwell. Tried to flick it past Miles only onto his chest. And Miles racing up to help out with the attack as Carey looking for Agambiada, didn't have the height on it. And now Rothwell looking to take advantage with Rothwell. Connects with the header of Mitch Mollison, but back with Rothwell. Wells, Rothwell again. Bring the return to Wells, where it's with Jammer. Shoulder to shoulder with Mollison. And finds space in the centre. That's not the best of right hand balls, though, from the right back, Lingley. Williams. Tough wants it played through. Aaron Lingley just flicks off the head of Owen Wells. And back with Bayan between the sticks. You maybe call out the positioning of Bayan for the opening goal. We had an amazing second half display after two costly errors in the first half against Histon last Saturday. United are going to need him if they are to take anything from this game. Rothwell are looking dangerous. At the other end of the field, it's with Bradshaw. There's space across down the right-hand side for Wills. Gets there before it crosses the touchline. Determined run from Wills and gets the corner. Cross diverted out off the lead of Kendall. And Coventry United will have an opportunity from the right. We know how Jake Williams and Adam Miles love scoring from set pieces. 2 this season from Jake Williams, 5 for Adam Miles. Miles United's second top scorer. There's a couple behind Joseph Agambiade. Devoe is towards Adam Miles, but it's diverted away by the head of Henson. Rodwell looking to get to the seconds, collected by Mollison. Kept alive by Kyle Carey. Looks for Bradshaw in the area. The flag is raised, but it was straight into the hands of the goalkeeper anyway from that low cross right on the touchline. Frustrating first half for Coventry United so far. 21 minutes gone. It's 1-0 to Rothwell. John Blowers tuning in, says, great to be back at Coventry United and good to be listening again, Liam. John, welcome back. We're delighted that Joe has come home to Coventry United. So Connor away onto the head of Joe Blowers, and Agambiade putting pressure on the defence, hooked to the far side of the field by Henson. He had no other alternative with Agambiade breathing down his neck. Chesterton will get us back underway. Here's Agambiade. Foul throw claims. Referee doesn't want to know. It's down line with Carey under pressure. Just evades capture by Rodwell. Now Blowers. Mollison. Caught on the lunge by Jamie, but he has got to the seconds with a bit of help from blowers. Mollison won't be stopped. Finds Bradshaw. Now there's space on the right for Devoyle, but Coventry just called for the free kick by Rothwell, catching Mollison. A real opportunity for the red and greens. Harold Jones says hi, Liam and everyone. He's the new drugs which it's the new drugs which are knocking him around, but good luck to the lads. We all win together. Right, you're doing well, Harold. Hope to see you back soon, Harold, the Vice President of Coventry United. Bradshaw, Mollison and Carey all standing over this ball. Bradshaw's going to leave it and offer a short option down the left. Referee gives the instructions to the wall prepared on the edge of the penalty area. As Mollison prepares, looking for his first Coventry United goal. It's Mollison. I think he was looking for Adam Miles, but Miles stumbled as he prepared to make the run. And it's into the hands of O'Connor. We're halfway through the first half here on CUTV, and you'll be glad to know there'll be no more cutting out in the second half. We've invested in some new equipment here on CUTV, and we will be able to make the end of every single game now. Tough. Loses out one-on-one with Chesterton. Carey was the target with that through ball, but it's with Joe Blows after the attempted clearance. Carey cutting in. Mollison wants it to feet. Mollison gets it to feet. Covered up by Agbenu. It's Mitch Mollison going all the way. On the touchline. Cuts back in. Blowers. Enough on it to find Carey. Carey's cross towards Agambiade. And O'Connor diving onto it. United starting to find their feet. But they will need more to draw level. O'Connor off the deck. Jamie the target, and here is Lamin Jemme. Hassled and harried by Mollison. Through the centre circle he goes. Stratford. Rodwell's dropped back to help out. It's up with Ty Williams. The goal scorer has another go low this time. Cannons off the leg of Williams. Tough keeps it alive, and Williams and Tough working together down the right-hand side. Rodwell, the set-piece taker, downline once again with Stratford. Only Agambiade up for Coventry United. They're sucking everyone back. They can ill afford to concede for a second time before the half-time whistle. Jamie. Good pressure on Coventry United. The challenge from Miles taking Jamie off his stride. Carey down the left-hand side, and he's cut off by Lingley. Throwing just in front of the Rothwell dugout. And Adam Miles seems to be struggling a bit there. Maybe hitting the face, but he's okay now. Here's Chesterton. Chesterton to Carey. Plenty of space for Wills. Can be found on the right. That's a great ball to Sean Wills. Devoyle with space to utilise. Mollison with the same luxury of space. Towards Sean Wills. Offside calls against Wills. Referee doesn't want to know. He's forced back by Wells. Devoyle again in an unconventional centre-back role today. Wills again down the right. Bradshaw stabbed it back into the midfield for Joe Blowers. He's got it back. Looking to play it through for Carey. Rebound back to Bradshaw. Now Chesterton. Mollison. Chesterton again. Going to take on Toff. Chesterton. Will he go for goal here? Great run by Chesterton. Taken out on the slide. Referees unmoved. Bradshaw with a swing in it. Didn't get the cleanest of connections, but does find Wills on the right-hand side of the box. Wills in, and it bounces off the chest of O'Connor, but he falls onto it now. Could Coventry United have had a spot kick there? We'll have to consult VAR on that one. We'll check at half-time. Taking his time and playing this one. It's down the centre. Agbenu's header collected by Williams. And that ball was slightly behind Agbenu. And Adam Mars hooks it out on this near side. And Wells with ball in hand. Agbenu shields from Devoyle. Wells. Williams was the target, intercepted by Wills, but the block by Williams fell to Jamie. Williams to Jamie again. Limin Jamie. Didn't get the power behind that one. He's frustrated with himself. It's an easy collection for Bain. Chesterton on the move along the left touchline. Plays in Kyle Carey. Crossing opportunity. What about trying to find blowers? It's forced back by Stratford. Give and go with blowers for Mitch Mollison. Agambiade, he's got options, and one of them is Riley Devoyle. Spots Wills. Cuts in from the right. Digs it into the area. Joe Blowers for Coventry United. Save well with the leg of O'Connor. Bradshaw chests it down. Can he get to the seconds before? Tough. Yes, he can. And Carey sends it skyward. What a return that would have been for Joe Blowers. Going up to the half-hour mark here on CUTV. Remember, we are going off there for around 10 minutes at half-time, so get yourself a mug of something hot or a glass of something cold and be back here for 4 o'clock on the dot. O'Connor towards that halfway line. Won by Agbenu. But second header collected by Blows. We're having a bit of a game of head sayers here. Kendall will find Rothwell. Tough. Janice surrounded by green shirts. Where will he go from here? Just find Lingley. Stratford. Up to Agbenu. Chester into touch under pressure from Chesterton. Good work from the young left back. Miles has handed it on a plate to Ty Williams. Miles steps, he gets back into position. And Williams' strike cannons off the back of Miles, who atones for the error. But an uncharacteristic mistake from Miles nearly opened the door for Williams to bag a brace. And that could be another one as Mollison has given it away to Jamie. And again, the block is made by the player who gave it away. But Coventry United are falling asleep at the back, something they can ill afford to do. Rothwell, the Rothwell number 8, is on corner duty again. Will he find a red shirt in the box and how Rothwell do a 2-0 lead? No, they won't. Miles' header away, collected by Joe Blowers. Blowers says he just wants to enjoy his football again after a stint at Gresley. He seems to be enjoying himself today despite the fact Coventry United are losing. Bradshaw. And Wells sends that one off the advertising boards. Coventry United throw level with the penalty area. Sean Wells jogging up to get that ball rolling. Mollison offering support, as is Agambiade. Down the centre to Bradshaw. Enough on it to find Mollison. Back to Bradshaw. Wills. Agambiade in support. Here is Joseph Agambiade, the goal machine for Coventry United. Back in the starting line of that knee injury. Is covered off by Lingley, the right back. And Devoyle can't prevent that ball from going over the line. Coventry United give away the throw in. It's still Rothwell 1, Coventry United 0 after 32 minutes. Got from Wells, handing the back by Sean Wills. And Agbenu goes to the ground. Referee says no as Agbenu appealing for the foul. A slide in by James Bain, who has been caught on the ankle by Williams. The physio, Lucy Stead, asked for assistance. Didn't quite see what happened there. Maybe the ankle of Bayan was connected by the studs, or maybe the studs were caught in the ground. I didn't get the cleanest view of it. But Bayan is not a happy man at the moment. And the referee is talking to Ty Williams, so I assume it was via the studs of Williams that Bayan has got that injury. Williams makes his apologies as Bayan is sat upright again, getting the treatment he needs from Lucy Stead. He's just passed her masters at University in Sports Science, former Coventry United ladies player in her own right. Well, Bayan is back on his feet, doesn't look entirely comfortable, but trying what I would say jog it off, but he's the goalkeeper. But with just over 10 minutes to go until half-time, plus stoppages of course, Rothwell have the lead. They have looked marginally the better team in the opening half an hour. Though Coventry are coming into it now. Bayan. Bradshaw taken out by a diving Agbenu. But Blowers picks it up. It's a great ball through into the penalty area for Kyle Carey. Squares it for Bradshaw. Couldn't get the strike away as it was blocked by Henson. And funked away by Lingley. Here's Rodwell in the centre circle. Aaron Lingley again. Williams the target. Awkward bounce for Williams. He slips, allowing Jake Williams to see it out. Williams on Williams there, and it's the Williams in green who has the throw. Upfield towards Kyle Carey. Met in the head by Ty Williams. Tough. Jamir beaten mid-air by Adam Miles. Jake Williams down the left-hand side to Kyle Carey. Chesterton dinks it up for Agambiade. Wills calling for it on this near side. Carey looking to go down the middle for Jared Bradshaw, but diverted out by Henson. And the referee not happy with something that's been said on the touchline. Well, in fact, no, it's one of the coaches has been asked to sit down. Maybe not on the standing coaches list. You only allow 2 members of staff to stand on the touchline at one time. DeVoyle. 1-2 with Wills and Bradshaw to slide in by Wells, enough to take it out for the Coventry United corner. DeVoyle looking to get Coventry United on term to get in towards Adam Miles. Brought down by Williams, but cleared before Miles could try and turn it home. Cushion header by Mollison across to Sean Wills. Now DeVoyle. Clouds down by Jamie. Slipsy puts the cross in. It's Bradshaw. Cushion's it for Agambiade. Skews to the left. Frustrating first half for Coventry United. But there are signs of promise in the opening 37 minutes. O'Connor sending it to the right. Leap by Carey, couldn't bring it down. It's his opposite number 10, like Benu, who's got on the end of it. Encased by green shirts. Blowers comes away with it, barge in by Tough. It's back with Roy DeVoyle. Slows down just in time for Sean Wills to collect. Ducking in from the left. Bradshaw. Oh, he's lost that race. But Bradshaw not giving up on it. Blowers has got it back. Had some good pressure from Bradshaw. Joe Blowers needs some help. Can he slide it through for Carey? Another push in the back by Wells, and the referee will give the free kick now. One push too many from the Rothwell left back. Now this is in shooting range. It's not the firmest of pitches, which will make free kick attempts like this slightly more difficult. Four-man wall prepared as Devoyle and Carey stand over it. Carey likes scoring on this ground. Let's see if Devoyle can join in the fun. It is going to be Riley Devoyle for Coventry United. It's dipping, just didn't quite dip enough as it fizzes over the woodwork. Six minutes to go until half-time. And half-time coming at the wrong time for Coventry United. And we're going to need another match ball, are we? Referee calling for it. Well, they've got the original match ball back, but that's the one they're going to use. So that other match ball is being sent back to the dugout as Lamin Jeme is in need of some support. He's referee's calling over the physio. Lamin Jeme may well have to be replaced. As the Rothwell sending up a couple of subs just in case. If you are just joining us here on CUTV, you've missed pretty much all the first half. We've only got 5 minutes to go until the break. Coventry United are currently 1-0 down. Ty Williams lofting the ball over James Bayard's head into an unguarded net in around the 10th minute. Coventry United have had their opportunities, the best of which was a brilliant save from goalkeeper Jude O'Connor with the leg, keeping out Joe Blowers. Yeah, we are going off air at half-time for a 10-minute break, so be back here for 4 o'clock as the Rothwell number 9 heads off the field for now at least. Whether or not it will be permanent, we don't know. It looks like he will be able to continue. So Lamin Jeme off the field. So for now, Rothwell down to 10 until Jeme is allowed back on the field. Additional treatment needed, so that may take a while. As O'Connor looks to get Rothwell back in the action. If they get a second goal before half-time, it will completely change the face of this match. Flipped up by Joe Blowers, nodded up by Chesterton. And headed over to the left by Blowers. Here's Chesterton. Forced back where it came from by some good pressing from Rodwell. Back with Ben, who swings it away. Jame wants back in on the action and gets the go-ahead from the referee. Agbenu. And immediately Jame wants to get in the action, but it's played short with Wells. Now Agbenu making a little bit of headway. Down left-hand side, Williams keeps it in, or does he? No, he doesn't. It's just over the line. And that's going to be a Coventry throw level with their own penalty area. It's still 1-0 in the Netherlands-USA game. Agbenu. Great battling to find a way past Mollison. He's got Wills all over him too. He was sandwiched between the two Coventry United men, and that'll be a free kick for Rothwell. About 7 or 8 yards outside the box. Sonia Wall just tuning in late. Sonia, where have you been? It's currently Rothwell 1, Coventry United 0. Agbenu and Rodwell Standing over it, Rothwell's going to leave it for the big number 10 to have a crack at it himself. Second goal will change the face of this match for the better for Rothwell. Here's Agbenu. Couldn't keep his effort down, also it was heading wide too. Well, the next time we're coming out to you here on CUTV, next Saturday, the final home game of 2022, and it's a big one, the M6 Derby against Rugby Town, the league leaders. So you won't want to miss that one. If you do want to watch it in person, I do seriously suggest that you come and enjoy the action in person. It's the best way to do it. £8 for adults, £5 for concessions, and £2 for kids. Miles. Looks at the head of Wills, only as far as Lingley. Miles again. Lingley cushions it down. Rodwell caught short from behind by Joe Blows. He looks to send Bradshaw on his way, but swung clear by Jude O'Connor. Chested down by Jammett. Looks for Ty Williams. Will he add to his tally today? Taken out from behind by Williams. Tried to square for Rodwell. United clear their lines. Bradshaw looking to swipe across Lingley, who's playing more centrally now. Wills keeps it in, right in the corner, and across to Riley Devoyle. Maybe one more chance before the break. We're just about to head into added minutes. Devoyle looking to float over Agambiade, diverted away by Henson. Now it's with Kyle Carey, takes it too close to Lamin Jeme. Play back to the goalkeeper. Henson has cut it out. Cleared as far as Harry Chesterton, with a bit of help from Williams. Carey rolls it on again to Chesterton, covered up by Toff. Cannons off Toff that Coventry United cross. It will be a throw level with the box. United forced back down line. Chesterton, bit of space opened up. Bradshaw. Chad Bradshaw, can he create the space to get the cross in? Blowers can. Joe Blowers takes it too close to Agbenu. And now Lingley will find Lamin Jeme. Agbenu's struggling at the, I think he was trodden on there. Morrison was also trodden on by Lingley. And Williams blocked off by a combination of Miles and Williams. That's 3 opportunities. The referee had to blow the whistle and didn't do so. He's letting this game flow as much as he can. Devoyle floats it over. That's a fantastic ball for Chesterton. And what can the Solihull Moors youngster do with it? With the ball at his feet, took it to the box, looked to find Kyle Carey, but intercepted by Agbenu, who has dropped a little deeper as this game continues. Williams on the edge of the area, cleared by Ben. He wasn't about to be caught out twice. And there's been another goal in the World Cup. Netherlands 2, USA 0. Daily Blind in added time at the end of the first half. So that's surely the USA heading out of the World Cup. Cleared by Carey and may actually fall kind of a Joseph Agambiade. And Agambiade has chested it down. It's got it back to the goalkeeper, and O'Connor has to head it away. He couldn't pick it up as it would have been a pass back. And Wells curls it down the left wing. Wills will show you the last opportunity of the game. Floats it in, no one home. Brought down by O'Connor. Referee checks the watch. Coming to the end of the second minute of added time. And the referee does blow the whistle to mark the end of the first half. Coventry United had a few half chances, but nothing really more than that. And it was an unfortunate moment for James Bayon as the ball was lofted over the Alvechurch loanee by Ty Williams to give Rothwell a 1-0 lead at half-time. CUTV signing off for the next 10 minutes. We'll be back at 4 o'clock for the second half. We're back for the second half here on CUTV. There is a half-time substitution. Jared Bradshaw is replaced up front, and coming on in his place is United's number 12, Renato Prifty. So we'll see what will come in this second half. As we said, there was a formation change for Coventry United in the first half, with a lot of defensive players out through injury. So United with an unconventional wing-back formation. The Wingbacks have been pushing up well. They've done their jobs, but United just need a little bit extra to break through a resilient Rothwell backline. And this win could be absolutely invaluable for Rothwell Corinthians. They are currently second from bottom. I believe only Amesbury are below them on the same points. Coventry United have got to do something in this second half to try and fight back. They're currently 7th in the table, but being caught. Will be a throw-in once the ball is retrieved. Jakob Toff. Ball in hand, there it goes. Jamie. Oh, and Blowers deflects it into touch. Floodlights now starting to take over from the sun. Can't beat a game under the floodlights. And Agbenu, waiting for his opportunity on the edge of the penalty area. Here's Toff looking to cut in. Across the box with Wells. Rodwell. In by Rodwell towards Agbenu. Lined up by Williams. Doesn't quite get the distance on it. Jammer keeps it alive. Toff. Spoons it straight to the goalkeeper. Devoyle down the right-hand side. Prifty putting Lingley under pressure, and that's going to be a Coventry United throw-in just in front of the Rothwell dugout. Wills. Here's Prifty. Holds up well. Finds his way out of a Rothwell sandwich there, and gets the ball back from the interception, as it was momentarily with Lingley. Agambiade to Prifty. Okay, with the target. The extended cannons off a Rothwell man. Blowers. Agambiade blows, was caught there, and Agambiade looking for an option. Or will he go alone? Joseph Agambiade strikes it! Couldn't hit the target. A signal of intent from the red and greens. They are up for this second half. Oh, Craig Manison has finally joined us. You heard of Sleeping Beauty. He's sleeping ugly. Just joking, mate. I hope you're doing well. Craig obviously going through chemotherapy at the moment, so best wishes to you, Craig. I hope you're doing all right, mate. O'Connor down the centre of the park. It's over Ty Williams. Miles puts his boot through that one, diverted away with the head of Henson. Wells. Okay, to flick it on. It's just short of Prifty. With a clearance collected by Mollison. Mitch Mollison looking to lop it over for Carey. Connects with the head of Lingley. And Mollison back on the ball. Darting run from the number 8. Here's Chesterton. Chesterton cutting in. Will he go for glory? A challenge from Toff takes the ball away, and it's hooked out by Henson. In fact, that's kept in. Just bounced on the line, and Jake Williams just avoiding giving the ball on a silver platter to Williams. Ty Williams, that is. It's Williams on this near side as Devoyle puts it in. Blocked by the guts of Linley. Ty Williams being held by Jake Williams. Mollison drops back and brings it back for United. Here's Miles. Only as far as Owen Wells at left back, but poor control from Lamin Jemma. Takes it out on that far side on the halfway line. Coventry United throw. Wells looks for Prifty and finds him. Agambiade didn't get clean contact on that. It's left to clear. by Stratford. Devore across to Jake Williams, followed all the way by Ty Williams, who now seems to be the main striker for Rothwell. Chesterton looks at Agambiade. A slip by Stratford opens the door for Agambiade, gets it back from Prifty. Joseph Agambiade is going to do it on his own here. Lunging on Agambiade. Penson got a bit of the man, but it's down line with Chesterton. Now Prifty. His cross is blocked by the standing leg of Stratford. Coventry United throw down the left. Five minutes of the second half have elapsed, and it's been all Coventry United. They've got a job to do, and they're starting to lay the foundations of what could be a repeat performance of last year's dramatic comeback victory. Carl Carey got the winning goal that day, but his cross is easily collected by Jude O'Connor. It is a bitterly cold evening in Northamptonshire. Something that the players will have to take into account. They've got to try and stay warm. Easier to do when you're running about, even if you are in short-sleeved shirts and shorts. I'm sat here in a Arctic coat and I'm absolutely freezing my you-know-what's off. Here's the Voyle. Strolling away from the back line. Agambiade making the run. Doesn't reach him. It's Kendall who got his head to it. Miles. Wells beaten to the punch by Renato Prifty, the substitute on for Jared Bradshaw. Lindley. So back right came from by Devon. Other side maintaining possession in this passage of play. Carey. Looks for Prifty, skipping away from Agbenu, but Agbenu has got his body between player and ball and hooks it down the right-hand side. Ty Williams will get chased, but Bayon collects. Adam Miles. Into the centre circle with Kyle Carey, looking for Agambiade. Offside flag raised, and rightly so. And two Coventry United substitutes warming up along the touchline. One of them is Callum Ballinger. I believe the other is Archie Gallagher. They've made one change of their permitted 5. But they still have their 3 stoppages in play that they can use. Remember, teams are allowed to use 5 subs in the league, but only allowed 3 stoppages, not including half-time. So you only have 4 subs left and still 3 halts in play they can use. Blowers. Here's Chesterton. We know how he can move. Brings it upfield to Agambiade, who just swats Stratford aside. The referee says, no, none of that. That's going to be a free kick. Really, Stratford is, I think he's going to leave it for Jude O'Connor, is he? O'Connor telling Stratford to get off the ball in no uncertain terms. Captain's choice from the number 1. O'Connor. Williams. Challenged by Devoyle, and that is, I think you can definitely call that a defender's finish from Aaron Lingley. Closer to the corner flag than the net. He'll probably try and tell you it was a pass. Well, again, no cutting out early today. CUTV have invested in some new equipment, so we're here until the very end of this game. We might be able to get the highlights up quicker as well. Carey. It's with Prifty. Through to Carl Carey. Crossing opportunity towards Blowers. Couldn't get a foot to it. Agambiade tries to charge down the clearance, but it's away by Toff. Chesterton with time. Looks to drive by his teammates. Harry Chesterton. Agambiade's up there with him. It's Agambiade slightly under hit. Toff collects. Williams on Williams again. It's Jake Williams who wins that battle. And the lunging by Ty Williams, taking out the leg of Jake. quick free kick taken by Coventry United, and that may be to their detriment as Mollison's ball is cut out, but Wills has got it back on the far side. Now it's with Joe Blowers. Devoyle, it's with Adam Miles, man they call Smiler, in the centre circle. Agnabiade dropping back to help out. Kills it into the box. And a good strong header away by Kendall. Only as far as his opposite number 4, and the United captain, Devoyle. Blowers. Looks for Renato Prifty, he's through! And O'Connor does a great job in getting his body behind that ball. It's Chesterton. Making a beeline for the box. Blowers again. Turns and headed home for Coventry United by Renato Prifty. And Prifty wants to get back and get United back underway. A draw's not enough for Carl Nolan's men. The persistence pays off, and Renato Prifty with his second goal since his comeback from injury a couple of weeks ago. United like a dog with a bone, not giving up on that move for love nor money, and Prifty taking advantage as the ball came loose, nodding it across the keeper into the far bottom corner. 11 second half minutes gone. It's all square at Sergeant's Lawn. Well, we said Coventry United were going to be up for this second half, and they've come out ready to make a statement. Williams slips as he tries to clear, and that opens the door for Toff to bring it back. Agbenu covered up by Chesterton, who was a huge part of that move of Coventry United, and Chesterton with his hands all over Agbenu. That's going to be a free kick on the right-hand corner of the penalty area to Rothwell. Could it be a quick reprieve for Rothwell? As Jude Rodwell stands over the ball, a two-man wall of Chesterton and Mollison, hoping to prevent the ball from reaching the danger zone. And he goes towards that far post, towards Jamie, and headed over. Carl Nolan saying his defenders switch on. We're halfway there, but we're not there yet. United have ticked off the first part of their mission in the second half. Get the equalising goal. Now, they've not only got to try and find the winning goal, they've got to prevent Rothwell from doing the same. I'm guaranteed they won't be happy with a draw either. Bayern away. Flicked on with the head of Carey. Henson, only as far as Wills. A little stumble, but he finds a way out of that situation, and miscommunication between Mollison and Wills opens the door for Agbenu, but Wills sneaks in and snatches the ball back. Good tenacity on show from Sean Wills. Now here's Prifty, the second half substitutes, who equalised for Coventry United. Rolled across by Joe Blowers, just cut out by Lamin Jammeh. And the 1-2 with Soft opens up the space down the right-hand side, followed all the way by Chesterton and Mollison. He's got Jake Williams there as well. Great challenge from Williams, cutting out the potential run down the right wing. Toff. Aaron Lingley. And Toff's ball blocked off by Chesterton, intercepted well. Mollison looking to play Joe Blowers through, but he had to halt his run. And Blowers, I should say, barged over off the ball by Aaron Lingley. Referee's checking that Blowers is okay, and he wants a word with the Rothwell number 2. And I'm not surprised. Rather unnecessary from Lingley. It's been a rather clean game. There's been a couple of challenges from Ty Williams, which weren't the best, but apart from that, it has been a game where the football has done the talking, not the fouls. That's exactly what we want to see. Miles away. It wasn't miles away from Magumbiade, but it was off the head of Wells. Wells, determined run down the right-hand side. Sean Wells into the penalty area. But a challenge from behind takes it out for the corner. It could have been worse for Rothwell. United adapting into these different circumstances. With a lot of key players missing. They are rising to the task, and Carey's cross diverted behind again. I think it may have been Wells again, and Coventry United will have another corner, same side on the right. Time flies when you're having fun. We've had 15 minutes of the second half already, just half an hour to go. In it goes from Carey towards Jake Williams. Prifty got his head to it. Williams not giving up, slides in. Did he get a touch? Yes, he did. Diverts the ball out for a throw, but does prevent the counter. Tough. Foul for appeals from United, full on deaf ears. It's Jamie being held and tapped over by Chesterton. It was Chesterton who got the final touch, in fairness. Tough. With the throw up towards Jamie. And a free kick against Jamie, who was tugging on the shirt of Chesterton. Well spotted from the man in black. Miles lofts it up. Doesn't quite have the legs to find Kyle Carey, but the cushion header from Lingley is collected first by Chesterton. Now here's Renato Prifty. Needs help. Gets it through Joe Blowers, looking for Chesterton, but diverted away by Stratford, and now it's with Jamie. Making inroads down the right-hand side, covered up by Adam Miles. Gets enough of the ball to slow down Jamie, but he's got to the ball, puts the cross in. Bain comes after it and claims it. Flew past the head of Ty Williams. Good hands from Bain. Not the best of feet, though, as he slipped as he cleared the ball. Lingley passing to the invisible man there. No one home for Rothwell in the penalty area. Well, an update on the Coventry United Old Boys of Highgate. They're currently 5-0 down. Let's see when we get more information on that. That's from Roy Eden, that update. Cheers for that, Roy. Kyle Carey. That's with Prifty. Chesterton. Same sort of vibes from the move that got Coventry United the equaliser. And Chesterton to try a little bit too much on the penalty area, caught out. Jamie. And that's fantastic shielding from Miles to see it out with pressure from Jude Rodwell from behind. Referee wants the throw-in taken in the right position. Tough force back. Jamie. And a crowded midfield. A bit more space for Lingley. Owen Wells. And Lingley blocked off by Prifty and Mollison, but the ball from Joe Blows, who was trying to find Kyle Carey, didn't have the height on it, and the offside flag raised against Jamie as it was headed away by Brandon Williams. No sign of any further changes for Rothwell, but Coventry United are sending, I believe that's Callum Ballinger, down the touchline. Ben's ball onto the head of Agambiade. Kyle Carey. At Muscles Wells. Gets the ball in. Henson's header to Agbenu, who's playing almost as an anchoring midfield now after starting up top in the first half. Played as far as Mollison, who ducks past Rodwell, was opposite number 8. Here's Joe Blowers, we know he can hit them. Blowers has a go! Couldn't keep it down. You can see the determination in Joe Blowers. He wants to mark his comeback to Coventry United with a goal. Always leaves everything on that pitch. If you're just joining us here on CUTV, we've got about 25 minutes to go. Rothwell Corinthians 1, Coventry United 1. Burn Green's equalising in the second half through Renato Prifty. O'Connor down the left, won mid-air by Adam Miles, and the seconds fall to Mollison, who's controlled that midfield today. Chesterton to Jake Williams. Devoyle, lofted ball down the right touchline. Carey brings it down. And he's forced over the line by Wells. Good pressure from the Rothwell left back. Rothwell ensuring that they won't be forgotten in this game. It's Rothwell on the break. Couldn't find Ty Williams too central. That ball straight to Devoyle. Wills. Carey giving chase down the right-hand side. Maybe a task too far for Kyle Carey. No, it isn't. He's got the better of Kendall. Goes for goal and gets out well the near post by O'Connor, who dives onto the seconds before Blowers could turn it in. That is why Cole Nolan tells his players, never give up on that ball until it's gone. You might just win something. And Carey's refusal to give on that ball almost gave Coventry United the goal which would put them in front. Agbenu chases the ball down left-hand side. There were appeals for offside, but he wasn't getting there in a month of Sundays. And that will be a Coventry United goal kick. And we do have confirmation of that score against between Highgate and Walsall Wood they're playing. It is 5-0 to Walsall Wood. Although slightly less good news for Coventry United fans. Coventry Spinks are winning 4-0 at Belper. That's an FA Vars game, I believe. United's foray with the FA Vars ended at Congleton a couple of weeks ago. Crossing from the left-hand side by Wells, easy pickings for Bain, who's had a better second half, just like he did last week. Wills. Agambiade. Going to beat Lingley for pace. Joseph Agambiade halts his run. Looking to dink it into the penalty area. Nodded up by Prifty. Over a kick by Henson. Only as far as Wills. Pressure from behind by Ty Williams. Sean Wills. A stumble from Wills allows Williams onto it. Good work for the number 7. And a late lunge from Wills. That could see him heading to the book. And Agbenu wanted to take things a little further there. Referee ensuring that he didn't. Williams stays down. As the referee is set to advance to the first booking of the match. It has been a pretty clean game. As we are now officially halfway through the second half, into the last quarter of this match. It's been an entertaining evening at Sergeant's Lawn. The highlights of this game will be available on the Coventry United TV YouTube channel tonight. YouTube.com/Coventry United TV to place on all of your Coventry United men's footage this season. And that is a yellow card for Sean Wills. So there you go, yellow card for number 2, Sean Wills, Coventry United's first booking, and in fact the first booking of the entire match. Agbenu misses that header. Ty Williams, and here is Agbenu. Lining up for the strike, a green wall in front of him. He holds possession well, but eventually it's snatched away by Blowers, and Ty Williams trying to keep up. Blowers puts it through down the right-hand side. Kyle Carey giving chase. Agambiade free at the far post. It's in by Kyle Carey, turned away by Stratford. Back with Carey. Blowers stabs it back to his teammate. Floated over to the left-hand side. Catches up Toff, or doesn't? No, it doesn't. It looked like it was going behind Jacob Toff. And perfectly falling for Joseph Agambiade, but he turned and hooked it out on this near side before the United top scorer could do anything about it. Chesterton. Prifty having his arm held there by Stratford. It is going to be a Coventry United throw. Chesterton, too much space for Agambiade for the Rothwell players who are not happy, but they have got it as far away as Miles. Mollison. Chips it right. Can Wills bring it down? It's an awkward one, but he has got there. Devoyle offering support from centre-back. Devoyle. Blowers tried to get his head on that one. Chesterton first to the seconds. Agambiade switches his run. Prifty brings it to feet. Tries to find Agambiade, but cans off Agbenu and locked it away by O'Connor. Jameh chases. Downline with Owen Wells. 20 minutes to go at Sergeant's Lawn. Rothwell 1, Coventry 1. Agbenu's run curtailed through the middle by Mollison. Mitch Mollison, Prifty's free. Little stumble from Lingley, opens up some space. Mollison, and a push from behind. Coventry United had the free kick. Shooting position for Coventry United, but it's going to have to be a break in play here as Lamin Jameh is injured again. He had that issue in the first half. It may well be time to cut the losses for Rothwell and bring on a sub. Coventry United also sending, I think that's Archie Gallagher to warm up. It's an interesting scenario for both managers. Do they sit back, firm up and take the points? Or do they roll the dice, take the risk and go for all 3 points? The point's probably more crucial to Rothwell. They are in a dangerous position at the bottom of the table. United much more comfortable in 7th place. Promotion probably a little too far off for this season, as it does look like Jameh is having to leave the field, and there is going to be a substitution for Rothwell Corinthians. Lamin Jameh is going to be replaced by Paul Johnston. And Johnston's first duties will be trying to ensure that if O'Connor or the Wall can keep this ball out of the goal, that United don't get another chance to turn it in. Substitution made. 4-man wall prepared. Carey and Mollison eyeing up their target. Who will it be? The right foot of Mollison or the left of Carey? It is Mollison, and the wall did its job. Via the head of one of the 4 players standing in front of Mollison. It is sent to the right of the goal, and Coventry United have the corner. They did want more. You all know what happened at that end of the pitch last year. In the last couple of minutes, United with 2 goals to turn the game on its head. And Miles trying to make sure that United got the win again this time, but it's short at the near post. Well, all signs point to Archie Gallagher being the next man to come on for Coventry United. He's talking it through with Lucy Stead on the touchline. United with 3 changes left, but 2 intervals to make them. Sorry about that, 4 changes left and 3 intervals to make them. They've only made the 1 change today. Agbenu. Slightly behind Johnston. Chesterton was being held. There were hands on the shoulder. Coventry United with the free kick. And they want to get going quickly. Agbenu preventing that, standing over the ball. Preventing Mollison from launching it up. And Coventry United are going to make the change now. Who's heading off? It's Joseph Agambiade. Agambiade off in the 75th minute. So it looks like Gallagher will be going down the centre of the park up front. Remember, Agambiade, although he may be Coventry United's main striker, he is just coming back from a knee injury, which kept him out for 3 games. So Carl Lennon won't want to risk him, especially with a big game against Rugby coming up. Mollison dispossessed in midfield by Rodwell, but it's with Blowers. Now Chesterton. Stumbled by Tough, opens up some space. Chesterton to Blowers. Jake Williams has calls on the right-hand side for by Devoy, but Mollison loses out to Rodwell. Ty Williams evades capture by Jake Williams. And Mitch Watson tracking back. Johnston dispossessed by the former Highgate man. Adam Miles hooks it upfield. Stratford will let that one roll into touch as Gallagher tried to get it back for the red and greens and give Conlon on the side a chance to get the 3 points. And here comes the next change for Rothwell Corinthians. It's the end of the afternoon for Jacob Tough. And Alfie Frayne is coming on in his place. Liam Kendall with the throw. Strokes ahead of Chesterton. Gallagher has kept that in, has he? No, no. It's called by the linesman on this near side. With the X-ray specs, he was able to see that. Last 15 minutes here on CUTV. Great game it's been. Rothwell 1, Coventry United 1. And despite the best efforts of Johnson, he couldn't keep it on this near side. Williams will throw it down line. Now, Archie Gallagher flicks it past the number 4, and that's a great ball for Carl Carey. Could it be a carbon copy for Coventry United? No, Wells ensures that he's shoved towards the left-hand side. Rolled in for Chesterton. Stratford there first. Didn't get the distance on the clearance, but has found Agbenu, who lifts it to the right. Ty Williams against Adam Miles. Miles covers him off. Williams, poor control by Paul Johnston. It's a great pass by Devoy to find Joe Blowers on his re-debut for Coventry United. Gallagher, Prifty making the overlap. Squared for Blowers. His path covered off by Rodwell. Lingley in there too, but it's Gallagher in possession for Coventry United. Prifty, it's dipping, and it's well held by O'Connor. Rothwell seem more happy with that precious points than Coventry United will. Rothwell not an easy place to come to as Adam Miles nods it back to his goalkeeper James Bayon. And Bayon rolls it out quickly back to Miles. Miles has bought the left-hand side. Connects with the head of Kendall. Quick throw by Chesterton. Carey couldn't bring it to feet. Bounces past him. And now it's with Johnston. And it's a good, strong challenge from Chesterton. Johnston had to be a bit stronger there. Blowers across to Sean Wills. Renato Prifty. Task too far in a congested midfield. Rodwell stayed down. It's not a head injury. Referee allowing United to continue. But the ball was connected with the referee. And Coventry United will have to stop play now. In fairness, allows the referee to check on Rodwell just to make sure he's all right. Will be a Coventry United drop ball. The referee takes it towards the centre circle, allowing Coventry United more room to manoeuvre, although he's not going to be able to get the game underway again as Rodwell's gone down again. And the USA have pulled one back against the Netherlands in the 76th minute. Grandstand finish in Qatar. The drop ball falls to the feet of Mollison. Now Joe Blowers. There's no pressure at the back. Williams lurking about in front of Adam Miles, and Johnson with the interception. Can Ty Williams get to the ball? It pushes down Adam Miles. Referee said no foul, but Jake Williams, that is, swipes across his namesake and puts it out on this near side. Beneath that purple sunset sky, Rothwell will try and ensure it's a pleasing ending to this game for the home contingent, and it goes from Kendall. Johnson couldn't get a clean contact on that. Blowers. Clears as far as the centre circle, back into the danger zone by Henson. Fade couldn't get his head on the ball, now it's with Mitch Mollison. DeVoyle. Cushioned by Rodwell, but Sean Wills is first of the seconds. Dodges a chance of Agbenu. Sean Wills darting through the midfield. Brilliant slide by Rodwell. Wills has stayed down injured. Will United continue? They do for now. Wills is back on his feet. Blowers. Handball claims against the number 3 Wells, who brought the ball down his own area, but has lost it in a dangerous position to Kyle Carey. Looking for the right opportunity to cross. It's towards Archie Gallagher. Out comes O'Connor with a single-handed punch. And now Flayed. It's behind Agbenu. Well, now Chesterton, they're heading with the challenge. Sean Wills. It's with Carey with his back to Wells. Chipped into the penalty area, just a little far for Archie Gallagher. And a little bit of hope for the USA has been extinguished. Denzel Dumfries has made it 3-1 between the Netherlands and the USA. So Holland 3, USA 1. The Americans are heading home from Qatar. Slip by Connor as he gets it away. Agbenu. Rothwell cautious in their approach. Handball claims against Kyle Carey, and not too many appeals from Carey. In fact, I think he's just admitted he's been caught red-handed there, literally. United trying to make one more change, perhaps, with Callum Banninger warming up along the touchline. United go to another 4 at the back formation. And the referee having a word with Lingley, I believe. In fact, no, it's Henson. So Henson admonished by the referee as O'Connor looks to get us underway again. We've got just 7 minutes of normal time to go. Rothwell Corinthians 1, Coventry United 1. Grandstand finish set up. O'Connor. Not up by Williams, but lofted away by Mitch Mollison. Wells turns away from his man, Agbenu. Gallagher the target, not back where it came from by Wells. Intercepted by Kyle Carey. Floats it left for Harry Chesterton. The chase, he's got acres of space to utilise, and Chesterton will utilise it now. Darting down the left-hand side. Gallagher's with him. As Chesterton took it too far. Yes, he has. He's took it straight into touch. And he's going to have to head into the greenery to fetch the ball. Rothwell in no rush. They'll be happy with the point than United are. Between Miles and Williams as they tried to jostle a position. Nothing given. DeVoyle. Crossfield ball aimed for Kyle Carey. It's out of play for a Rothwell throw deep into their own half. Coventry have got to try and box Rothwell in here. If they lose the ball, it'll be a dangerous position to lose it in. Flayed. Coventry might have it in their own backyard. Jake Williams. Sean Wills cautiously approaching down the right-hand side. United can't afford to lose the ball either if they want to take all 3 points. They don't want to concede a goal which will lose them the game. Chesterton. Now Gallagher. Blowers. A little stumble there. You see how hard Joe Blowers has worked in this game, though. And they're lunging on Carey. Byflade, the substitute. Coventry have a free kick, and it is in a very dangerous position. No unnecessary there from the Rothwell substitute, and it is sometimes those unnecessary challenges which cost you the most. Devoyle standing over it. United set-piece connoisseur. He's come close in recent weeks with these efforts from this sort of distance. Will this be his moment? It's Devoyle and finds Adam Miles! It's offside anyway, but it slipped off the boot of Smiler. Into the last 4 minutes I should say, here on CUTV. Craig saying, Liam Fury, Chisora free tonight. What's your prediction? I think Chisora's going to get his block knocked off, Craig. Johnson urged to aim for the area. Blade's going to hit it. Just keeping the pressure on, Rothwell. Again, the highlights of today's match will be available tonight here on the CUTV YouTube channel. Kick from Ben, kept in with the head of Jake Williams. On by Miles, only as far as Lingley. And now Ty Williams with the chase to break down the right-hand side. Jake Williams in with a challenge, but Adam Miles' clearance out. And it will be a throw-in for Rothwell, who are in no rush. The last couple of minutes. Again, next time we're on air here on CUTV. Next Saturday, the M6 derby against League Leaders Rugby, the last home game of the calendar year. Johnston. His shot cannons off Miles. Flay keeps it alive. Wills comes over it, turns his man. Halts his run, it's down along with Devoyle, who hasn't done a bad job actually at centre-back. Carey. Cushions it. Oh, he was looking for Renato Prifty, but Agbenu able to get there first. Still going Agbenu. There's a meat and a United sandwich there. And here come Coventry United looking to finish their dinner. It's Kyle Carey down the right-hand side. Can he find the man? It's deflected out for a corner, and Coventry United have the opportunity as we're about to enter added time. There's been late drama at Sergeant's Lawn before involving these two teams. Will there be again? Devoyle in towards Miles. Swing by Miles. It's out with Joe Blowers, who got the final touch on that. It's a goal kick. Bit of a scramble on the penalty here. The first ever from Adam Miles tried to siphon it into the net. Jake Williams in there too. It came out to Blowers. He got a clean connection, but it was well wide. Into the last 30 seconds of normal time. We'll be interviewing United manager Carl Nolan after the game, so any questions you want to ask, let us know on YouTube or Twitter. Cushion header by Devoyle. Lingley sends it into the Coventry penalty area. It's well held by James Bayan. Towards Carey again. Maybe one last opportunity. Skips past Owen Wells. Challenged by Henson. Out for a throw. Coventry United will have another opportunity as time starts to run out. Wills with ball in hand. Who's making the movement? It's Archie Gallagher who brings it down. Wills thinks it through. Gallagher into the side netting in the near post. We are now into added minutes, and Coventry United are going to make their third change. That looks like Chris Hayden to me. In fact, no, it's Callum Ballinger. So Ballinger's going to come on for the last couple of minutes. As Coventry United get a free kick. For a bit too much jostling between Mollison and Agbenu. The change will have to wait. As Devoyle lines up this free kick in his own half of the field. Where will it fall? It's onto the head of Stratford. Blowers keeps it alive, heads it up. Gallagher. Called over by Mollison, get the height on it. But Wills keeps it in Coventry United's possession. Cross cannons off Wells. And now racing away. Rothwell Corinthians. They've got a point in the bag at the moment. They want more. Agbenu. Mollison not giving up on that ball. Rodwell down the right to Johnston. And Jake Williams, great challenge. Chesterton. Now Mollison. Bit of space to utilise the former Highgate man. Drills it down the centre for Renato Prifty. There's Blowers. Challenging by Lingley. Appeals for a free kick. Fall on deaf ears, and rightly so. Prifty looking for a route in from the right. Now Lingley trying to take it to the corner. Prifty wrestles him to the floor. Prifty across to Joe Blowers. Blowers sets it up! And Coventry United win it! History repeats itself! For the second time in 2 years, Coventry United wrap up a comeback victory in added time. But this time, it's Joe Blowers with the goal. He couldn't have dreamt of a better return to the Coventry United fold. After a few months at Gresley, I spoke to him this week. He was so excited to come back to Coventry United. He said it felt like coming home. He was ready to get back into the action. And you can see there, he's injured himself in the process. That low, bobbling effort, enough to catch out Jude O'Connor. And Coventry United's persistence has been the name of the game. They haven't took no for an answer on any single attack. And Coventry United now surely have wrapped up the win at Sergeant's Lawn. And lofted away by Kyle Carey. I wouldn't be surprised to see United bring on maybe David Pablinski, the centre-back, to firm up the defence, or Callum Ballinger in midfield. Now Rothwell at the other end. Is there one last twist in this tale? Miles across to Roy Devoyle. Attempted clearance by Miles. Cannons off Agbenu. Throw in Coventry United, but it is level with their own penalty area. And a foul there as the United man, I think it was Renato Prifty, got a blow from behind. The referee having a word with Roy Devoyle there, and a yellow card for Devoyle for time wasting. Delayers United ready to take this free kick. The ball has been booked for wasting time towards Gallagher. Stratford up there. United not over the line yet. Gallagher, a little trip. And they're urged to go for the corner. That's what Archie Gallagher is doing. Straight to the far right-hand corner. And United with a throw-in as well. You just had that feeling something was in the air tonight. Something was going to happen. There's a almost, not quite a carbon copy of what happened last year. It was 2 late goals which gave United the win. United, of course, as we say, they're not there yet. There's still a couple of minutes to go. In added time, we're into the 96th minute. Carey goes into space for Harry Chesterton. Mollison, it's given away and launched upfield by Lingley. Agbenu, tasked with the task of trying to get the point back for Rothwell. Agbenu, will he strike? He will. But it's off the chest of Ty Williams. And a follow through from Henson. After the clearance. And Henson getting in the face of Adam Miles. It was... that challenge had a little too much ferocity on it for my liking. And the referee is going to call across Jordan Henson. And the yellow card is coming out. And amazingly, I think that's the first yellow card for Rothwell all game, is it? Second. There we go. So a yellow card for Henson. Into the 98th minute. And this could well be the last passage of play in this game. United will hope that it is. And United need the ball, and they're going to get it now. Carl Carey playing it over on the right-hand side. United with one more passage of play to survive. Bayan. Space on the right-hand side for Carl Carey. Flicked on. Here's Gallagher. Prithy's in the area. He's got Blows moving to Gallagher. Deflected, forced to Blows. Offside flag is raised. And the final whistle blows. Coventry United are heading home with the 3 points. What a finale. Nothing but drama on both visits to Sergeant's Lawn for Coventry United. Heartbreak for Rothwell for the 2nd week in a row. But the red and green scratched and clawed for those 3 points. They came from behind as Ty Williams looped the ball over Bayan. But the half-time words of wisdom from Carl Nolan did the trick. As the red and greens fought back once again and have earned themselves 3 valuable points. And it was Joe Blowers who capped it off with that 92nd minute winner. Final score here at Sergeant's Lawn in the United Counties League Premier Division South. Rothwell Corinthians 1, Coventry United 2. And that'll do us here on CUTV. Make sure to join us next Saturday, the big one, the M6 Derby at the Butts Park Arena, 2 o'clock kickoff. We'll see you next time.